Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the channel. This is the Out of the Blue Tarot, and today's reading is all going to be about your career. So today I will be shuffling some oracle cards for you. Okay, this is pretty fast. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. I'm going to show you your cards up close so that you can make up your mind. So for group 1, we have this feather. For group 2, you have this feather. And for group 3, you have this one. If you prefer to choose using your zodiac signs, let me get these now. So for group 1, we have Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, and Taurus. Group number 2, we have Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, and Gemini. And finally, for group 3, we have Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Right, bearing in mind that this is a collective reading and you should only take what resonates and leave what doesn't, focus on the 3 cards, and if you don't feel anything with the cards, you can follow your heart and choose your zodiac sign, and I will see you further on in your reading. Hello, group 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen this feather, which we are going to raise in a minute. And if you chose by your zodiac signs, then in this case, these are Virgo, Taurus, Aries, and Capricorn. I'm just going to put these aside so we can have room for your oracle cards. This way. So let's shuffle a couple more. Today's reading is all going to be about your career and finances. So please, Spirit, from my dear group 1, career and finances. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. We will also be using the Gregory Tarot for this group, in case you are wondering. Let's get some tea leaves. This one. this one. Okay. Let me put your cards away. And you turn that to the side. So let's start off with your feather. Is the loon feather. With the following statement. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are arriving. Very interesting. So, my dear group 1, you are being advised to consider your dreams and the messages that they bring in order for you to have better guidance from spirit concerning your career. Then you have the box. It's very interesting because this imagery really reminds me of seeing a pyramid from top to bottom and see how the light shines in the center. It's as if you were very centered in this point of your life right now. And it's still boxed inside, but it's shining very, very bright. And just look at the colors. It's an array of colors. So the first message that I'm getting is that you are being divinely guided to look upon your career and your finances as something that is divinely guided. You are perhaps in a turning point of your life in which you need to follow your intuition way more than you used to. Good. Let's see what else. Animals. With the following statement. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as animals are part of life's work. Yeah, so something to do with the natural realms, something to do with animals, something to do with taking advice from your pets. Maybe your pets are giving you signs and you're not noticing. Maybe your pets want to partake in this new career choice that you are making, that you are unboxing, just like a gift from the universe. Good, let's have a look at the tea leaves. Ooh, you have horseshoe with good luck. Very good for you. I'm very happy for you, Medic Group 1. You also have bird perched with waiting for news, package or letter. Yeah, packages come in boxes, don't they? Good. You have bird flying. News is on the way. Stop the press. Someone or something is trying to reach out to you. Look at how many birds you have in your reading. What else? Weeping willow, family sorrow. Broom, new home, new attitudes. And finally, you have, oh, how beautiful, love. Very interesting. So, let's have a look at what we have here at the moment. So, with all the birds, I've already talked about this. News is definitely coming towards you. Your spirit guides are advising you to pay attention to the little signs that you get from your dreams, that you may get your pets, or even just animals flying around in nature. I personally do a lot of sky gazing, and when I see a flock of birds in a certain pattern, I get certain messages. So perhaps you, my dear group one, are being invited here to walk around life in your daily life with a more intuitive gaze, right? Paying attention to the small signs that are in front of you every day. With Whipping Willow and the broom here, I think that maybe this new career choice, because I think something new is coming because of all the news and the change, new home, new attitude, might make others fearful, particularly the people in your family, right? But as I've said previously, you are unboxing a new way of life for yourself, my dear group one. And Spirit is saying that you shouldn't worry. You shouldn't worry because you are bound to get good luck and news is on the way. So just wait for it. We shall have a look at the time oracle to see when this shift is occurring, okay? But first of all, let's get some tarot cards so that we can have a better and a clearer notion of what is happening. Sorry. Group one, please. So that's out. For my group one, career and finances. Thank you. Okay. Two. And one more. Well, you got two more. Let's see if we can fit them all. So to start off, we have, wow, the King of Pentacles, very stable energy here, considering finances and earthly income. Very stable energy. You start off with a bang, my dear group one. You have the Seven of Wands. You're a go-getter. You don't even care if the mountain is too high. You are not quitting. Look at your determination in this card. You are definitely a go-getter. Yep, you're getting your full Monty. Yeah, you are. So far so good. Wow. You have the Emperor. Another stable card. The Emperor is the ruler of his kingdom. He is the epitome of the male, the divine male energy. So determination, action, planning for the future. Look at his demeanor. He's leaning against his plan, and with such a confidence, right? This is all going to be mine. Or should I say, this is already mine. You have the Ace of Swords, very good also. New ideas, new projects, new things to learn, and a clean, sharp mind to go with it, because you are researching for new things. You are facing the world in a new light due to your new learnings. You have the Hanged Man. Your shift of perspective. And look, the Hanged Man is being guided by two angels, right? And he's receiving his illumination. So yeah, definitely this group is divinely guided. And you end off with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, fear of missing out. fear of missing out. But my dear group 1, what are you really afraid of losing? What are you really afraid of missing out? Might you be afraid that you will be spending too much time in this new endeavor? I don't know. Let's clarify these cards in order for you to have a clearer vision. But for what I'm seeing so far, my dear group 1, you are intended for success. Everything in the first part of the reading points out to a very stable shift, guided by spirit, and you are really unboxing a brand new stable life for yourself, my dear group 1. And I'm so happy for you for this this part of the reading has been amazing. Apart obviously from this 5 of Pentacles that points out to a certain fear of missing out, and this is what I'm getting now. You might be feeling a bit scared, perhaps, of not having the financial support that you will need, but everything in your cards dictates otherwise, particularly with the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Horseshoe. I mean, it's definitely, maybe it's an unconscious fear that you might be holding on to, my dear group 1, but it's here for sure. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles for my dear group 1. Clarifying the King of Pentacles. Oops. Thank you. You have the 3 of Swords. Okay. We shall talk about that in a minute. Clarifying the 7 of Wands. You have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Clarifying the Emperor. So it's this one. You have the King of Swords. Right. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, we have, wow, Strength. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's this one. You have the Page of Cups, clarifying your Hanged Man. Right. Interesting, very interesting. And you have the Ace of Wands, clarifying your 5 of Pentacles. Right. This puts things in a much clearer perspective. So, my dear group 1, let's have a look. The 3 of Swords clarifying the King of Pentacles. I think that you might have been under a very authoritative person or people when it came to your work life or your career. You might have felt betrayed. You might have felt, I'm sorry for using the word, abused, and that brought you a great sorrow. But just look, the problem is actually leaving. It's going away because you are stepping in to this King of Pentacles energy. The sorrow is leaving your heart, and it's giving room with your determination and your willpower to this Emperor energy, which is quite strong, right? And the 7 of Cups, I apologize, the 7 of Wands, sorry, clarified by the 4 of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, again, it's money management, right? It's about liking money very, very much, right? So you see as the hands are like gripping on the table, trying to reach those Four Pentacles. So Four Pentacles tells me that you are a person who cares a lot about money. You care a lot about your material comfort, about your safety, about your stability and security. And maybe that's why you're always afraid to miss out on something, afraid that you will lack the financial support that you feel you are entitled to in order to feel secure. And that's perfectly fine and understandable, my group one. But what you don't need to attach yourself to is that eagerness to have it all in 1 second. Because the Seven of Wands actually tells you that you need to put the effort, right? You need to take decisions and decisive action, actually. Even if it means going up to the hill and grabbing those last ones that are still standing there, but you have the willpower to do that, and you need to trust that as well, because if you don't, you would just be undermining yourself, and you will be stopping this bountifulness, this abundance to come right towards you, right? Don't forget that the Seven of Wands is also about standing up for yourself and defending yourself, right? So I think that this paradigm of having someone putting their boot over you at work really gave you the determination to say, stop, no more, I don't want to cry over this anymore. I am my own person, I can make my own destiny, and I'm going for it. Yes, there will be times in which I will be doubting myself because I need this comfort, I need to have my money in my purse, right? But I have to take a decision to go ahead. And I'm just reminding myself that this narrative really fits a good friend of mine. And that willpower is really one of her features, actually. That's very interesting. The Emperor is clarified here by the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is obviously someone who is authoritative, who is head over heart, who is decisive. So you have, again, the intellect, the acuteness to go straight to your goal and you are a go-getter, my dear group one. You are a go-getter. You have structure, you have intellect, you have rational and logical thinking towards you, and you are also a person who knows how to strike up a conversation. So imagine that this new job of yours entails speaking to people or conveying messages. Have no fear, you will have the discernment and the intellect to address people in a proper manner, in a manner that you will be made clear. Right. And the Ace of Swords here is clarified by the Strength card. And I really love this Strength card because you see that the angel, you see it? The angel is stepping into this person's mind, giving a helping hand, right? So in a sense, what this Strength card is telling me is that you need to fight this mentality of lack / I don't want to lose my my money to pursue my dreams, when actually what your reading is telling me is that you should take the upper hand because you're in such a position of good luck and Spirit is guiding this in such a positive way. What Spirit is telling you is that don't worry, I'll help you through this. I'll give you a helping hand. You will be able to be successful. So don't undermine your willpower. Don't undermine your goals, because I will reach out for you whenever you need. That's what Spirit is saying. So then we have the Hangman. The Hangman obviously entails making a sacrifice in order to level up, right? Gain a new perspective over the world and getting rid of this self-limiting beliefs, right? So if you had lack of direction, I think that spirit is guiding you and showing you a new direction, particularly because it's followed by the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is all about being sensitive, being the dreamer, following the dream, right? It's like looking at that Holy Grail and say, oh my God, I'm falling in love with this quest. I'm loving every step of the way, right? And the Page of Cups, again, it's about happy news. It's about making a commitment to something new, something that you are falling in love for. And I found this to be very, very beautiful, my group one. Then you have the Five of Pentacles, which we already talked about quite a bit. And I hope that I didn't trigger anything in you there, my dear group one, but it's about, yeah, the fear of missing out and feeling a bit isolated and even alienated. Just look at how the person is watching the others play, right? From the other side. So, but this feeling of maybe lacking something in your life, I think is swiftly changing, because then you have the Ace of Wands. And if you did feel that things weren't fast enough, my dear group one, you will see that things will be gaining speed. Because the Eight of Wands is about hastiness and exciting times. It's also about feeling freer. And I find that very beautiful in the sense that, clarifying the Five of Pentacles, you will become free from the sorrows of the past, from the fear of missing out, from having limiting beliefs, or even the fear to lose all your pocket money, right? Because the Eight of Wands is talking about speed, and you have a lot of birds in your reading. I think this will happen sooner than you think, my dear group one. And so I would just like, yeah, because I said sooner, I would just like to get a card from the Time Oracle. Always take time with a grain of salt. It's always very difficult. Oh my God. It's coming for you. It's coming for you, definitely. It's on its way. I don't want to leave you hanging with this weeping willow and family sorrow. Sorry, not sorry, but sorrow. Can we get 3 cards to clarify? Okay, I'll show you in a minute. This family sorrow from my dear group one, please, Spirit. Pink willow. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you have the Nine of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords, beautiful, and you have the Seven of Cups. Sorry for laughing, my dear group one, but I was just focusing on the Queen of Swords because she looks very peaceful gardening, right? But in fact, you see the 3 men hanging from her bridge. So, interesting notion. So, why the family sorrow? 9 of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about persistence and resilience, being close to success, but it also talks about fatigue. So when it's followed by this Queen of Swords, who is looking very amiable here. The Queen of Swords is about being honest, independent, being fair, accurate, objective. And then you end up with the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups tells us about, and this, I just love this deck. This deck is very interesting because it depicts the cards that we usually see in other decks in quite a different way. And I find that to be very, very interesting. The details that are here, look at how many cups it has, and look how someone is lecturing in the back. The Seven of Cups is about making choices, right? Searching for purpose. So while the others are listening to the minister, maybe saying a sermon, this child has chosen to stay with the cups and have a laugh, right? The Seven of Cups is also about making either making decisions or being indecisive in taking them. It's usually faced as the cards that is like building castles in the air. So yeah, perhaps the notion that your family will get when you talk about this new project, this new venture, with how you are stepping in or stepping out of this former box, will incite some doubt and will create some doubt concerning your decision making and your sharpness, even for business. But I think in the end, everything will work out just fine because, as I've said previously, this reading really points out to your goal, not what your family thinks about you, not what your friends are going to say about you. I'm just going to remove this so that you can get the big picture, which is your reading, right? Not what the others expect of you, but what you should expect from yourself and what Spirit is telling you that is your path. So, my dear group 1, let me just get some guidance for you in this new phase of your life. Some guidance for my dear group 1. Guidance from Spirit, please. Oops, okay. And you have relief. Relief. What does it say? With the help of this mudra, you can get rid of toxins in your body and detangle energetic blockages. It gets rid of worn out, no longer appropriate patterns on the emotional and mental levels and resolves inner conflicts. Write down everything which is still weighing down upon you from the past. Old injuries, unresolved issues, or perhaps you just want to address a single problem. Write it all down and then burn the piece of paper. Pour water over the ashes and then empty the mixture out onto the ground. With this ritual, you can release what has been hindrance and burden you. and to prepare the way for a lighter future. You are sitting on the ground in front of a freshly tiled field of fertile soil. Now you can sow or plant a new crop and look forward to a rich harvest. And the statement is, I am ready to welcome a promising future. Yes, my dear group one, you are definitely ready for a brand new future and a very promising one. I'm just going to show you this again in case you want to practice the mudra. You can have screenshots. So, my dear group one, I'm so happy for you. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, give me a thumbs up, share, comment, or subscribe. It's totally free and it's a very nice way for supporting my channel. And I wish you all the best in this new venture. And I'm sending lots of love and healing energy and sending you my best wishes for your next adventure in your career. Bye. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this feather, which we will see in a minute. And if you picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in this case, these are Libra, Scorpio, Gemini, and Cancer. I'm going to put your sun signs away. And I'm going to get some oracle cards for your reading. Please, Spirit, from my dear Group 2. What's the energy concerning career and finances, please? Career and finances. Oops, thank you. Well, you have two. I'll take them both. If you are curious to know what decks I use in my reading, you can find a description in the description box, obviously. And I always list them out for you. Okay, thank you. For your reading today, we will be using the Light SeersTarot. I'm going to put this aside so we can pick some tea leaves for you. Okay. Simple green one here. This one as well. Let's put this massive deck to the side and let's see what you have in store for you. So starting off with your feather, it belongs to the white owl. I'm going to read it for you. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Wow. So beautiful, my dear group one. What an excellent omen for you. Definitely guided divinely. You have the healer. You have the seed. How beautiful. Very, very beautiful. You also have let go with this beautiful unicorn here. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. Let's have a look at your tea leaves. We start off with dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Okay. What else? We have valley. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Good. Loving this for you, my dear group 2. You have bouquet. Compliments from an admirer. Maybe this man with dark complexion is an admirer. Interesting, interesting. You have feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. You also have ink pot. Problems to be resolved. Yeah, I think this is deeply connected with... This is deeply connected. I'm just going to shift the order here so I can remember what I am seeing. I think this is deeply connected with the Let Go card. There are definitely some issues that you need to be handling. You need to be handling some issues from your past. In order to, and with the healer card particularly, you are planting a new seed for yourself. I think that, let me just get a look at your, yeah, good. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. I think that what your spirit guides are telling you here is that in order for you to step into your wise position, because you have the white owl here, divine messages within you. Maybe you are stepping into an energy considering your work, your career, your life in a whole, because we can't really divide ourselves between work and family life or spiritual life, right? It's all intertwined. We are all connected in some way. So I think that your message here is you need to heal in order to become a healer. And how will you become a healer? By healing yourself, you are planting seeds for a future. And perhaps, my dear group 2, you will be in a position where in your line of work, wherever it may be, but I see you working with people, especially with the healer card here, and with your personal strength and peace that will assure success. I think that your line of work is deeply connected with people, either as a teacher, either as, who knows, even a tarot reader, right? Or by helping others with your intuition, with your inner knowledge, with your ability to plant seeds in everything you do. And in this sense, my dear group 2, I think that letting go, abandoning old patterns will be the start of something very powerful in you with the Valley card here. And I think that you will open up for new ways of love. This doesn't have to be a romantic partnership, right? This could be love for yourself, love for others, love from spirit. Maybe you are becoming a channeler and you are healing people with your messages even. But let's have a look. Let's have a look with your tarot cards. I've pre-shuffled them, but I always like to give it an extra flair of shuffling. with this feather and this ink pot here, I think that you should start trusting yourself way more than you trust others. Don't allow others to get into your personal space in the sense that they may have an opinion on your decisions in life, right? And being this a career-oriented reading, I think that people might have good intentions towards you, but don't forget that before they think of you, they think of themselves, right? So don't hold yourself to vain promises or tap on your shoulder. Just be conscious that you need to face this issue within yourself before you address other people's issues, okay? And rely in your inner strength. You need to be peaceful with yourself. Make peace. Make peace with the past so you can plant seeds for the future. Because you are a big healer and you are divinely guided. And people admire you for that. I think, my dear group 2, that you are a pearl. Look, this seed is actually a pearl. And it has taken you a lot of time and a lot of inner work to perfect yourself in this sense. And what Spirit is saying is that you need to let go. You're not that grain of sand inside the oyster anymore. You've done the work to become this pearl here. So acknowledge and let your light shine in your everyday life, my dear group 2. And I'm saying this and I'm getting a bit emotional even because it's been hard. It's been hard. You've gone a long way. And there has been a couple of issues, some betrayals perhaps. You have been very gullible when it comes to love and when it comes to friends. But you forgot that your inner voice is the best guide for you because it is assisted by higher forces, right? Okay, let's have a look at your tarot cards now. I'm sorry, got a bit emotional. I don't really actually relate to any of my palm readings, but I felt deeply connected with this one. So there should be more pearls in the world. That's all I want to say. Oh. And you start off with the Four of Swords. Okay. Just look at our heart here. We'll get that in a minute. What else for my dear group 2, Spirit, please? Okay. You have the King of Wands. Oops, that's too many, I'm sorry. Oops. Again, too many. Either too many or none. It's all or nothing, I'm hearing. With you, it's all or nothing. Either you get the full Monty or you get nothing at all. You are not playing the waiting game anymore. It's all or nothing. That's what I'm hearing. You have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, letting go. Definitely. What else? The Six of Wands. Victory is yours. Recognition is yours. But we'll get to that also in a minute. I just want to get all the cards down. Okay. You have the Sun. So good. So good. So happy for you, my dear group 2. And you've got Temperance. Right. So, can you see all your cards? Yeah, I think you can. Okay, let's have a look at your storyboard. We start off with the Four of Swords, and Four of Swords is about recovering, right? She has a heart here. She's sleeping. The swords are all laying around her. She's recuperating. She's meditating again. She is healing. I think that whatever happened to you, my dear group 2, it really shook you, right? And you've been resilient. You've been taking some time to recover. You needed some sanctuary, right? Some recuperation. You needed to stop and heal yourself. You really did. And this might even affected the way that people at work perceived you, because I think that you show off to the world as this King of Wands energy, right? Very powerful, very I'm the leader, I'm the one who gets things going, I have a vision, I see the bigger picture and I'm taking control and I'm bold and I'm optimistic. So this is how people, I think this is how you show yourself to the world, because again, I think that by dear group 2, you are a person that the world sees as an achiever, right? You've been through thick and thin, and you've come out on the other side always as a stronger person, as the person who brightens up the world with a confident smile. I think that you are one of those people who is always there at work. Everybody can rely on you because you look very dependable and very strong. But in fact, you needed to retreat, you needed to recuperate, you needed to heal. And this might have shaken the vision that people had about you. This brought up a frailty others weren't aware before. And this also shook you, because you like to step into this light, right? Everybody wants to appear strong. Everybody wants to appear unbeatable. Everybody wants to be in their best suit, so to speak. And in fact, the letting go card is here corroborated by the Ace of Cups, right? You need to really leave. What the past is the past, my dear group 2. You cannot go back that road because you know it won't give you what you need, right? You might have felt even abandoned, right? Because you needed to recoil. So there might be some issues here, some abandonment issues. You might have felt that your work, your team wasn't working in the same direction as you, right? You were pulling your boat on one side very strongly and everybody was rowing backwards, for instance. And you felt that there was a bit of entropy in your life. And this entropy might have been causing you some anguish, some anxiety, right? And you needed to protect yourself. And when I say that, well, because this is a work reading, right? When I say that your team might have been playing against you, you had to put your foot down and just say, listen, I'm walking away from this. This no longer suits. Either you work for me or you work against me. It's that all or nothing energy that I was talking about and picking up on earlier while I was shuffling, remember? And what Spirit's saying here is that you really need to let go of what doesn't suit you, right? Because if it hinders you and if you need to pull yourself back into this energy, you are abandoning your self-power, right? Because I think you are a powerful person, particularly with this part of the reading. And I think that if you can step away, walk away, then you will be victorious, because then you have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is all about recognition and success, right? It's about triumph and rewards. So I think you will be much more, I'm getting emotional again, I think that you will be much more recognized if you stay true to yourself. And I think that people will admire you very much for that. Obviously, that takes courage. I'm not denying that this is not a walk on a park, my dear group, too. I'm not going to be that naive. This will require a lot from you, because letting go is actually very difficult for most of us. We are beings that take comfort in having routines and take comfort in having safety. And your reading is telling you to step out of that energy and to be bold and audacious and brave. Because then you have the Sun card, obviously. If you do take this leap of faith towards yourself, you will be very recognized. And the Sun card is obviously about success and positivity and freedom. Remember the Four of Swords, remember the seed, remember let that go. I think you will acquire a new sense of self and a new sense of joy and confidence and self-expression. And this obviously will lead you to your inner truth and your inner child, right? And so the outcome of this brave act that you are about to do concerning your life as a whole and your career in particular will lead you to this great balance, right? This great balance between your work life and your personal life, your inner strength and your boldness to be in the world, right? And Temperance reminds me of the Valley as well, because it talks about inner calm, tranquility, harmonious relationships. It also talks about finding soulmates, right? And with the healer card here and the seeds and the white owl, I did mention it before, my dear group too. You might even be helping people with your intuition. It might be through an oracle, it might be through channeling, it might be through teaching others. But I see you communicating in a much positive and confident way in the future. As long as you take that bold step. You need to leave your nest, step into your power pose, and leave what no longer suits you. It will take courage, but the outcome will be very, very positive, my dear group too. But let's clarify these cards a bit more. So clarifying the Four of Swords for my dear group 2. We have, wow, the King of Swords. Yes, yes, yes. Can you see your card? Yeah. King of Swords. Good, good, good. And then look, you have a crow, an owl, and a bat. Very interesting. Group 2. Bats, as you know, are nocturnal. Owls as well. Crows aren't, but they are definitely connected, all three of them, to great intuition. Bats have sonars, so you can see in the dark, right? You will be able to see what others don't. You will be able to be the manifester of spirit. Look at his bracelets with feathers. And feathers obviously represent messages from spirit. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's clarify the King of Wands. Oops. King of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Goes perfectly well with the Temperance card. Clarifying the Eight of Cups. Thank you. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune. You are definitely turning the leaf. Walking away and changing the course of your life. Congratulations, Group 2. Well done, you. Clarifying the Six of Wands, you have the Page of Swords. Nice, nice, nice. Clarifying the Sun. Clarifying the Sun, please. Clarifying the Sun. Okay. You have the Chariot. My goodness, so many major arcana. This is going to be massive for you, my dear Group 2. These career changes, these life changes are going to have such an impact on your life. Clarifying, okay, Temperance. The Nine of Wands. Good, 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 good. So, very excited for you. Well, I've talked a lot about the King of Swords, and I think that you are stepping really into a brand new phase of your life in which you will be maybe clairaudient. You will be receiving messages from everywhere. But pay attention to what's around you. During the day and during the night, take notes. I would advise you take notes, because you never know whom those messages are meant for. And as a healer, I think that you really need to step into this energy where you can share your gift with others. Right? That's what I hear. The King of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, which is also about balance, right? I told you about Temperance card and the Two of Pentacles. But it's trying to find balance and resourcefulness, right? You might have been facing ups and downs, but that won't diminish you, right? It's also about adaptability. It's also about adaptability. You need to adapt. Two of Pentacles might also refer to gains and losses, right? For instance, if you start up a new business, there might be times in which you are getting a lot, and there might be times where you're not getting enough. And that's okay, because you do have victory cards, right? You just have to face this energy either for the best or for the worst in a very balanced way, so that you don't return to these patterns here, right? Because clarifying the Eight of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is obviously a card that symbolizes good luck and destiny, right? Again, soulmates. Again, soulmates. You might never know what soul tribe you are going to fit in. I'm starting my own soul tribe, right? There's never a good time, or there's never a perfect timing, might I say, to start over with a brand new pair of eyes, right? A fresh vision for the future. And the Wheel of Fortune is impelling you to be decisive, to respect the cycles of your life, right? But to trust faith and good fortune as well. I was just... The card says tarot. I was just talking to you about finding an oracle. So here's a hint. Here is a hint. You never know. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is all about being defensive, right? Playing mind games. But you need to be honest. That's what I'm hearing. Because look at the birds again. It's also about having new ideas, right? But you're balancing yourself on a sword, looking at the book, learning new things, right? Learning new things. You need patience. And you need inspiration and careful planning, right? You need to be guarded, but you need to be fair with yourself and inquisitive and curious. And you mustn't be afraid of taking that bold movement, right? Because this recognition will open up to new ideas. You will be open to new ideas, and you will be balancing all this newly acquired knowledge in your favor and the favor of others, right? And then you have the Sun, which is clarified by the Chariot. And the Chariot is about, again, providence and triumph, and taking the lead in your own life. Not being afraid to pull your horses one way or the other, because you will be divinely guided towards your destiny, right? So you do have this, again, the balance with the black and the white, almost in every card, in the wheel, in the chariot, and temperance, even the two of pentacles. And you will be able to juggle both sides of your life, right? Either you make this healer path your career, or you have a sidekick, but you will be able to juggle it, right? And I think this is very promising for you, my dear group 2. I honestly do. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it, actually. You have the Temperance card, which is clarified by the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is that resilient card, right? You have the perseverance, but take some time also to relax, because the Nine of Wands can also talk about fatigue, and does the Temperance card. You need to balance your worlds between career and your spirit life, between what you are inclined to do for money and what you are inclined to do for spirit, right? But I see you as it's the last man standing, right? You are undefeatable, unstoppable, my dear pile 2. This is a very beautiful reading, and I think that you are stepping out of your nest, stepping into your world, to the world, and shining your light bright. And you will be recognized by your valor, by your bravery, by your confidence, and you will acquire new ideas and new ways to communicate with people with such a balance and such a strength, right? Even though the strength card isn't here, I remember that the Valley card talks about personal strength, right? And peace of mind. So between the warrior and the healer, my dear group 2, I think you will find your perfect balance in the world. Right, as I did previously, I do want to get a time card for you. When is this going to happen? This beautiful change in your life. When is this happening? Obviously, you should always take time with a grain of salt. It is what it is. At least that's not something that I am very confident about. Let go of it all for now. Yeah, Spirit is saying, just let go. For now, just let it go. This will come. But for now, what you need to do is to let it go with the Ace of Cups, with the Unicorn card. Let it go and it will come to fruition, my dear group 2. This is what Spirit is saying. I want to get some guidance card for you from Spirit, please. Okay, this is the one. Reaches. Think big. How auspicious. I'm just going to leave the mudra here so you can take a screenshot if you want to practice this mudra. Okay, and I'm going to read it now. Ooh. You can use this mudra to relieve sinusitis, cancer, and cold. Breathe deeply several times, become conscious of what you can smell, and then hold your breath for a few seconds. True riches are to be found within us, in a kind heart and contented spirit. Even so, having money in plenty is reassuring, and much good can be done with it. We can ask the universe for anything, anytime. It helps. Simply formulate and send off your wish, And then see yourself under a canopy of stars. A rain of golden coins is falling. You catch some of them and give them names: joy, love, courage, wealth, and so on. Some of you keep for some you keep for yourself, others you give away. The universe showers me with riches, of which I am a wise, generous steward. Wow, my dear group 2, this practically summarizes everything I was saying from the start. You are being blessed, and you are being invited to step into your most divine energy because you are wise, because you are a healer. Riches will come to you. Imagine yourself collecting those coins from the stars. And keep some for yourself, but give some to others as well. This reciprocity that I was talking about, you giving a part of yourself and collecting a part from others as well. That's a very beautiful way to end your reading, my dear group 2. I'm very excited for you. I'm wishing you all the luck and all the best in this new phase of your life. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, share, comment, or subscribe the channel. It's totally free and it's a very good way for supporting me. And I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope to see you in another reading. Goodbye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this feather. And if you chose your pile with your zodiac signs, then in this case, these are Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo, and Pisces. Welcome to your reading once again. I'm going to put your zodiac signs away so we can have more room for your cards, and we will be starting off this reading about career and finances. Too many, I'm sorry. For my dear group 3, please, Spirit, career and finances. You have 2, okay. We'll get to those in a minute. I'll be using, not you, I'll be using the Angel Messages Tarot for you today, which is that back over there. And if you want to know the decks that I use in each reading, you will find a list of them in the description box below. Let's pick some tea leaves for you. Okay, that's a nice spread. This one is popping out. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one here is also drawing my attention. Okay. See this one. Oh my goodness, so many tea leaves, sorry. One can never have too many tea leaves. A wise woman once said, never enough tea leaves. Okay, let's start off with your significator card, which is the goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. The journey begins today. Something new is about to happen. Light in love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. Wow. Divine love and healing. Sorry, divine healing and divine, oh my goodness, divine healing, light, and love. Sometimes I stutter. You also have the prayer. Reaching out to the divine. And you have the judge. Okay. You also have Beetle, good fortune. Right. You have Scissors, disappointment in some affair. You have Bell, announcement. My God, I took too many. You have Bear, danger, especially in money matters. This one we should really pay attention to when doing a reading concerning career and finances. Okay. You have Feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. This also came out in group 1, I think. 1 or 2, I can't remember now. Sorry. To group 2. You have Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. I'm going to put that here because it talks about light and love. Yeah, let's change the order here. You have love. Goodness, this came out in every group today. Every single one of them. I'm going to place that here because of the prayer. And you have Flute. Disappointment in a friend or a lover. Right. So these 4 cards are telling me something that I'm just going to take off the table right now because I think this is something that isn't related to your reading, but it's something that is coming through, and I want you to be aware of that, my dear group 3. There is a situation in your life, either with a friend, a companion, or a relationship in which you are feeling very insecure. You're feeling disappointed, you're feeling deflated, and you are feeling, I'm sorry, the bear isn't here. You are feeling that this is affecting your career. You are being advised here to deal with your emotions, fairly with the Judge card, to deal with your emotions so that you can step into a different paradigm in your career, right? I think that these troubles, these disappointments, these feelings of insecurity are undermining you in some way. And this is a fair warning from Spirit that you might have to address these issues sooner or later before you can address your career and your finances. Because you have light and love, and you have the Heart card, and you have the Love card, I think you need to look to yourself a bit closer. Because you have the Goose card and you have the Prayer card, I feel that you have been praying for some enlightenment in your life, right? Maybe you are feeling a bit lost. Maybe you are feeling a bit undecisive towards your future because you have these issues to deal with. But what the cards are pointing out up here concerning your career as well is that you need to love yourself more, pay affection to yourself and others as well, but as a consequence, deal with the issues that are hindering you in order to step into this light, because your answers are being prayed, because your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. This is something that Spirit is really emphasizing. You need to start doing something now. Otherwise, there might be issues. There might be issues with money problem. But you have the Beetle card and you have the Bell card, which is an announcement. Something new is coming towards you to change this part of your life, this part that is hindering you and that is stopping you from reaching your full potential, your love, right? Your affection, your caring demeanor, right? Because your purpose is to bring divine healing light, right? And I cannot emphasize this more, my dear group 3. You need to address this, because, and the clock isn't stopping. You can't wait anymore, because love is rushing in. Love is rushing in, and you need to heed its calling. Wow, strong. Let's see what else we have. Let's get some tarot cards for you, my dear group 3. Let me just give this a bit of a shuffle. I've done it before, but I always like to focus my energy on group 3 now, please. Career and finances, please, Spirit. Career and finances, my dear group 3. Right, here we go. We start off with the King of Fire, which is the King of Wands, with the following keywords: confident, passionate, adventurous. Good for you. The journey begins today. Right. Oh my God, so many. Okay, let's see. You have the Two of Earth, which is the Two of Pentacles, with the keywords balance, taking priorities, and playfulness. You also have release, with endings, transformation, and freedom. This is the Death card. Look at that Phoenix. Wow. You have the Five of Earth, which is the Five of Pentacles, with lack, worry, or assistance. Okay. I would like to get 2 more, please. 2 more cards for my dear group 3, please. Okay. You have the Ace of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles, with abundance, opportunity, and resources. Good. Loving this for you. And 1 more, please. It's this one. You have 2 of Air, which is the 2 of Swords, with indecision, avoidance, and confusion. Yeah, choices have to be made, my dear group 3. Choices have to be made. So we have one major arcana, which is the Death card. Changes needed, right? We have 3 cards of earth, 1 of air, and 1 of fire. No water nonetheless. Interesting, because I previously told you that you needed to fix some issues concerning your feelings, and no cards of water came out. But the Death card did come out, and I feel, my dear group 3, just for starters, before we step into each card individually, I feel that you are being called to cut away from what no longer serves your higher purpose and start brand new. Start brand new, right? Rise from the ashes of this previous state that was hindering you. Because you start off, I might add, with the Knight of Fire. And the Knight of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands, is a very interesting card in the sense that it talks about being energetic, charming, warm, fearless, confident, right? Being self-assured. It's like that hero mode, right? The journey starts today. That's what your Goose card is saying. And for starters, you have like this card that really tells everyone, listen, I'm stepping out. I'm being self-assured. I'm coming out as brave and revolutionary, right? And then it's followed by the 2 of Pentacles, which is a card of balance, right? You need to balance. To balance what? You need to balance your ups and downs, right? You might have been under a rough patch, but you are balancing with the Death card, with the getting rid of what's old and allowing yourself to shift, to transform, right? Death cards are also associated with butterflies, the metamorphosis that is required in order for one to gain a brand new perspective over one's life, right? And you have this balance still. I'm sorry, I'm finding it hard to express myself. You have, Spirit is saying that you need to find balance between what was and prepare yourself for what is about to come, because you are stepping into this hero energy, right? So the key here, as I told you right in the beginning, is to let go, to transform yourself, to abandon what is hindering you, right? With these feelings that are undermining your position as this hero, right? And you will do it fairly with the Judge card here. You will decide when to stop. Look at the hand. The hand is like this, stop. When to stop and when to give. You have the power to choose between your light and your darkness, right? And for what Spirit is telling me, you are stepping in to a much brighter facade, right? A much brighter attitude. Okay, then it's followed by the 5 of Earth, which is the 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles is that feeling of being left out, right? But if you look at this card, the door is actually open. You're not being left out. You are invited to come in by this angelic being, and look at the light that it has all around. I think that you were leaving yourself outside, right? But stepping into this hero mode, you are actually taking the steps up and entering. And this means that you will no longer feel left outside, right? You will be starting to see doors opening up for you. And that's quite good, because with the bell card here, you will have some sort of announcement, like telling you, it's time, my dear group 3, it's time. Please step in. You've been outside for too long. Step in. We are welcoming you in, right? And it's followed by the Ace of Earth, which is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is about new opportunities, obviously, and resources and abundance, prosperity and security. So where years before you might have felt really insecure with these undermining issues, right? You are now stepping into a resourcefulness in yourself that you might not have been aware before. And this is a beautiful transformation for you, my dear Group 3. And I think that your career and in your line of work will benefit tremendously with this shift of perspective, with this death card, with this transformation, right? But still you will be in your head about a lot of these issues. It's not easy to change our perspective from night to day because you are being called to start your journey today, right now, right? There will be times, my dear Group 1, my dear Group 3, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. There will be times when you will be being a bit on the defense side, right? You will be made to take some decisions, right? But it won't be, or it won't always be easy for you to take that decision. Because Two of Swords also talks about crossroads, right? And crossroads, you need to choose which path to take. And that might be stressful for you, right? You might feel that you are fighting yourself once again, that you are, again, in this mentality of being left out. So the advice here that I'm seeing for you is that you need to trust yourself more to make the right decision, right? And don't dwell on it. Don't dwell on it. Be cautious, obviously, with the Bear card. Be cautious with your decisions concerning work. You need to ponder things, right? But you will be able to overcome this mindset that you might still have concerning your decisions. Oh, should I do this? Should I go there? Isn't it dangerous? You have the Beetle card, which is good fortune, and you have the prayer card. I think your prayers will be answered, actually, once you go through all this first storyline. But I would like to get some more cards to clarify these, please, so we can have a clearer vision of what we are talking about. So clarifying my Knights of Fire, you have the 5 of Air. With the keywords mistakes, melodrama, reassessment. You're way over in your headspace, my dear Group 3. I would like to clarify the 2 of Earth, please. Oh, it's too many, sorry. Sorry. 2 of Earth, please. Okay. We have the Magician, very good. Very positive card with manifestation, empowerment, and preparedness. Great. Clarifying the Release card, please, which is that card. Okay. We have the World. Amazing. Really. The end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one with accomplishment, celebration, and completion. Very positive, my dear Group 3. Let's clarify the 5 of Earth, please. Clarify the 5 of Earth. Clarifying the 5 of Earth, please. Taking some time here. Clarifying the 5 of Earth for my dear Group 3, thank you. you have the Seven of Earth, with investment, assessment, and patience. Yeah, it is required. Please give yourself a break, my dear group 3. Let's clarify the Ace of Earth. It's this one. Okay. Oh my goodness. You have the King of Water. Finally, some water. With the keywords compassionate, understanding, trustworthy, definitely. Clarifying the Two of Air. Clarifying the Two of Air for my dear group 3, please. Okay. Oh no, that's too many, sorry. Okay. You have the Six of Fire. Brilliant. With success, recognition, and self-esteem. Brilliant, brilliant. Okay. Okay. My dear group 3. The Five of Air here, right. This is something that you really need to address, my dear group 3. I have to tell you. The Five of Swords talks about arguments and disputes and intimidation and conflict, right? And being stressed. So this hero posture that you are about to face the world here will cause some melodrama, as the keyword says. And I think this is related to the issues that you need to deal with, right? Maybe you need to put your foot down. I'm sorry, I shook the camera. I'm just excited for you, my dear group 3. You need to put your foot down and say, no more. I don't care. I might make mistakes, but I don't want to be in my headspace all the time. I won't allow these people that disrupt me interfere in my life anymore. I'm stepping into my hero mode and I don't care. I'm leaving everything behind, right? Sorry. The Two of Earth is clarified by the Magician, right? Remember, I told you that you needed to balance your ups and downs. You needed to find that equilibrium between your headspace, because you need to set priorities for yourself, right? Group 3, you need to prioritize your goals, your career, your life. And you are stepping into this magician mode in which what you manifest is going to happen. You are feeling prepared. You are feeling powerful, and you are taking inspired action, right? Because here she's balancing, right, with the butterflies around. And remember that butterflies, I told you before, are card of transformation, are an animal of transformation. They go through all this process from larva to a caterpillar to a butterfly, right? Staying in a cocoon for a certain amount of time in order to develop wings to fly, right? And this is where I think your magician is stepping in. You are manifesting this will to transform, right? To step in the energy of the hero, to let go of what is dead and arise new. Because then you have the World card, which is obviously the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Your journey starts now, right? And the World card is talking to you about being successful and achieving things, having accomplishments, have completion, right? Being whole. And I think that this sense of belonging and fulfillment is something that you will acquire now, and it was something that you were really lacking in your life before, right? So stepping in this new energy where you face yourself and others with fairness, with power, with a transformed set of eyes, will allow you to progress. It will take time with the Seven of Earth here. It will take some time. It will require patience before you are seen as this hero, right? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Time means nothing to spirit. Time is a construction, right? And so you need to be patient because results are growing. You will be able to collect the fruits that you have sown, my dear group 3. Perseverance, planning, patience will grant you the good fortune. Will grant you the good fortune. I don't see any card here that points out to money loss, right? There might be some dangers, right, when it comes to money matters. But what I see in your cards is that the dangers were here in the past. You might have lost money, you might have lost status in your business because of these hindering issues. But if you step into this new phase of your life, money will come. You will collect the bounty. And you will do it with love. And you will be loved for it and cherished. Particularly because Spirit has got your back. Definitely. With these 3 major arcana, Spirit's got your back. And the prayer card as well. Right, the Ace of Earth is clarified by the King of Water, which is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups talks about being calm, being caring, friendly, sympathetic, wise, being more balanced and family-oriented, right? And in this sense, it might not even be your family, your true family in the sense the people you live with. It could be the team that you work with. People will see you as a very wise person, as someone who takes care of the team, the caretaker, right? The provider, the one who can fill anyone's cup with a nice word in the morning and a caring word in the evening. Someone who is very calm and collected. Very calm and collected. As opposed to this former structure that you had emotionally, you will be much calmer once you undergo this transformation of letting go, right? And heeding your prayers, your fruits will come to fruition. Well, that's sort of a pleonasm, but anyway. Your abundance will come both material and emotionally for you, materially and emotionally for you. And the headspace that we talked about previously, right? Your indecisions, you having a hard time choosing the right option for you. You have the Six of Fire here, which is a card of victory and a card of self-esteem. So I think that apart from this being a career reading, I think, my dear group 3, that you are undergoing major shifts in your life concerning your self-power, your self-esteem, and the way you show yourself to the world. And I'm not just saying this when it comes to ego. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you stepping into your inner truth. I'm talking about you facing self-love and love for others in a much positive way. If you have dreams and desires, as the Goose card says, you need to start them now because the journey is taking off and you don't want to be left behind. Considering the cards that I see here, I think, well, obviously the Judge cards, is pointing out to law, right? But despite the fact that you might have any line of work, I think that you will face this new phase of your life with deep fairness for yourself and others, right? And once you step out of this headspace of yours, you will be delightful to work with. Everyone in your team will recognize it, that everyone in your team will be happy to have you. And happiness in career is also very important. Sorry. And the fruits are going to come. I think I see abundance coming your way, so no lack of money. I'm going to dare to ask, when is this going to happen? Obviously, take time with a grain of salt. It's always a bit tricky. Okay, we have to have faith. Prayer card, right? Have faith. Don't doubt yourself. Have faith. Have faith. Get off this headspace. Get off the headspace. Oh, and sooner than you expect. Yeah, it starts today. It begins today. That's what the goose card is saying. It starts today. Even if only as a small step, I dare to say this reading may even be that small step that you needed to acknowledge what you already knew, to face things in quite a different perspective. I'm very excited for you, dear group 2. I'm going to get one more card. Oh my goodness. I'm going to choose one from the Mudra deck. For my dear group 3, please. Group 3. For my dear group 3, please, Spirit. Okay. Ooh. So I'm going to place this right in front of the camera so you can take a screenshot and practice the mudra if you wish. Purity. With the keywords fresh and clean. How beautiful. Fresh and clean start. So, if we clean the window of our soul regularly, we can be sure of a good view. And only when we can see clearly can we enjoy our lives fully. This means, I'm sorry for laughing, but this is really, really what I've been saying. This means that all layers of grime from the past need to be cleaned anyway. Clarified, forgiven, resolved, as the case may be. Generosity, forbiddance, and willingness to forgive can be very uplifting. And they have the effect of drawing miracles into our lives like magnets. I speak from experience. Let people and situations pass in front of your mind's eye. Let all pains and negative feelings come to the surface so that you can let them go forever. And you have the final statement, I am filled with inner freedom, peace, and joy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's unbelievable. So this mudra is related to the intestine, abdominal cramps. So if you have been dealing with these issues lately, this is an indication that, or a corroboration for you in this reading. Might not be for everyone, but definitely for someone out there. This purity card sums everything up in such a beautiful way. And I'm so happy for you, my dear group 3. You have to clean your window, have to remove what's from the past and start over with a fresh, brand new pair of eyes. I'm very happy for you, my dear group 3. I'm sending you lots of love and healing energy. I hope you liked the reading. If you did, give me a thumbs up, share, comment, or subscribe to the channel. It's free and it's a very good way for supporting me. I'm wishing you all the best and I hope to see you in a further reading. Goodbye.